Game 1 set the tone. It was tight, chaotic, and decided by a single point. The Pacers came away with the 111-110 win, but it was anything but comfortable. Indiana shot 47.6% from the field and a blistering 46.2% from beyond the arc. Their dominance on the boards, 56 rebounds to OKC's 39, gave them extra possessions. They also moved the ball well, notching 24 assists. But it was Oklahoma City's defense that nearly stole it. They racked up 14 steals, swarming passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers all night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was electric. 38 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 39 minutes. Jalen Williams added 17 and 6 assists, while Dort chipped in 15. Indiana's production was more evenly spread. Pascal Siakam posted a double-double with 19 and 10, Obi Toppin had 17, and Miles Turner contributed 15 and 9. Still, all three had negative plus-minus ratings, a sign that OKC's surges often came during their minutes. The Pacers survived, but the Thunder made it clear this would be a fight.
Game 2 was OKC's response, and it was emphatic. They shot 48.8% from the field, 38.9% from three, and nearly 88% from the line. They also flipped the physicality narrative with 15 steals and improved rebounding. Shai led again with 34 points and 8 assists. He read every coverage like a book. Alex Caruso was a two-way force with 20 points and pressure defense. Jalen Williams was steady again with 19 points and 5 rebounds. The Pacers struggled to keep pace. Halliburton had 17 and 6 but couldn't control tempo. Siakam added 15 points but had a minus 15 rating. Indiana turned the ball over, allowed runouts, and never looked settled. Game 2 was not just a win, it was a reset. OKC evened the series and reclaimed home court momentum. Back in Indiana, the Pacers flipped the energy. They shot over 51% and held OKC to just 16 assists. Benedict Mathurin erupted off the bench with 27 points in only 22 minutes, giving the Pacers a jolt of offense. Halliburton controlled the game, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. Siakam added 21 and 6, playing with poise and timing. Indiana's 11 blocks sealed the paint. OKC's offense stalled. Jalen scored 26, Shai added 24, and Chet had 20 and 10, but the ball movement wasn't there. Indiana's defense forced more isolation play, and it paid off. Game 3 was about execution. The Pacers stuck to their plan, and it worked. Game 4 was a defensive masterpiece from OKC. Shai was once again brilliant, 35 points, plus 10, plus minus. Jalen added 27 and Caruso delivered another strong performance with 20 points and smart off-ball defense. OKC shot 47.4% from the field and nearly 90% from the line. They were sharp in the half court, and though they recorded just 11 assists, they capitalized on every turnover and mismatch. Indiana kept it close. Siakam had 20 and 8, Halliburton dropped 18 and 7 assists, but Toppin's minus 15 swing hurt them. The Thunder were simply better organized and more aggressive. The series was tied again, now down to a best of 3. Jalen Williams stole the show. A 40-point explosion on 14 of 21 shooting, shot creation, mid-range rhythm, drives, it was all on display. Shai added 31 points and 10 assists, carving up Indiana's pick-and-roll coverages. Despite Indiana winning the rebounding battle 50-45, OKC's perimeter pressure forced 15 turnovers and created transition chances. Siakam scored 28 and McConnell added 18 off the bench, but they were constantly playing catch-up. Indiana had no answer for OKC's pace and off-ball motion.
With a 3-2 lead, the Thunder were one win away. The pressure shifted entirely to Indiana. Facing elimination, Indiana played their cleanest game yet. They forced 16 steals and held OKC to just 26.7% from three. The defensive tone was immediate. Toppin led with 20. Siakam posted 16 and 13 rebounds, but it was Andrew Nembhard's plus 19 impact that defined the night. He scored 17, handled the ball under pressure, and made the right reads. OKC looked flat. Shea had 21, but the offense stalled. Jalen finished with 16, but their starters were overwhelmed by Indiana's energy. The Pacers stayed alive and sent it to one final game. Game 7 was about composure. Oklahoma City won the biggest game of the year by out-executing Indiana in every quarter. Despite shooting just 40.2% and 27.5% from deep, they forced 14 steals and controlled the tempo. Shea delivered once again, 29 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. Jalen Williams added 20 and 4 assists. Chet Holmgren played his most balanced game, 18 points, 8 boards, defensive presence. Indiana shot better from deep and won the rebounding battle, but their 17 assists told a story. The ball stopped moving. Mathurin had 24 and 13 rebounds. The Thunder closed out on their terms, smart, fast, and unafraid. A new dynasty may have just taken root. Seven games, 3 momentum shifts, 1 champion. Oklahoma City finishes the series 4-3, behind 212 points and 38 assists from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams adds 149 points across the series. Chet Holmgren impacts both ends of the floor. Indiana's rise was real. Mathurin, Halliburton, Siakam, Nembhard, they pushed OKC to the brink, but in the final minutes, it came down to execution. The rebuild is over. The Thunder are no longer promising, they're proven, and they're NBA champions.